If, like me, you're sometimes a goblin and often feel like trash, then this could be the perfect game for us. It's Trash Goblin. Let's take a look together. Welcome to Trash Goblin. In this cozy shopkeeping game, you're a little goblin with big dreams. In the employ of Eamon, the kindly antique dealer who works upstairs. Your goal is to sell trinkets and save up enough money to start your very own archaeology business. Sacks of goblin knows what are delivered to your shop every day, so chip the dirt away to find whatever is hiding underneath. Sell them as is, or spend some time cleaning them up to hawk them for a higher price, once you've bought a sponge, of course. Manage your time to make the most of every day, or just enjoy pottering in your cozy little space. It's up to you. Shall we have a potter in a cozy little space, as we do with every video here on the channel? Like and subscribe to join us. Drag that sack, onto the mat to get ready for work. Equip the chisel and use it on the sack to begin chipping. We've got a little Christmas sack, haven't we? It's very Christmassy in here. Oh, this moves nicely, doesn't it? This would be great in VR. Why is there no music though? I need some music. Oh, so hang on. I open you up with the chisel. And what do we have here? Chipping away will gradually reveal the trinket which is hiding underneath. If you chip any part containing the trinket, they're marked automatically. Rotate the lump. So we can rotate the lump, and we can chip away. Rotate the lump. Rolling over in bed. Oh, I'm seeing something in there. Okay, so there's something in there. Wow, it's a bottle. Is what I would say if I was a goblin. But I am a goblin, secretly. Congratulations, you got your first trinket. First, put your tool down with, and then drag the trinket over to the stash and drop it in. You can open the stash, check out your lovely hoard, and drag stuff back out. There's a stash book. Okay. So I put this down. And then I can drag you to my stash. In the book. Okay. What's this say? Oh, there's someone here. Is there music and I'm just not hearing it?
Golden opportunity.
Good day to you. I've heard tell you're the goblin to come to when in search of certain rare items. Ah, you've come to the right goblin. I am in fact looking for a hairpin. I've had no luck for months now, and I'm at my wit's end. I do hope your reputation's deserved. No pressure.
No such thing as too much.
Any hairpin. Okay. I don't have a hairpin. I'll be right back. Oh dear, there's a lizard that wants a hairpin. If I don't get it for him for Christmas, he's going to eat me. Depending on when you joined the channel, that's either the Klaus voice, the Sherb voice, or if you're an OG, it's the Gobbo voice, and it's my goblin character. Gobbo. Perfect game for me, let's be honest. A hairpin! Ah, thank God, I won't be eaten. You've used up all your time today. Each time you uncovered a trinket, you used up one time slot, tracked in the UI on the left side of the screen. Still buy and sell what you found, though. Okay. Put it down. It's stuck in my hand. Okay, so if I'd probably put it in my stash, right? And then go to you and say, oh, what's up, guys? There's an hairpin.
Golden opportunity.
Oh my. However, did you know this is exactly what I was after? Just that good. Deal? Deal. Ooh-wee, that's what I'm oh, didn't get to read the rest of it. Just disappeared. Nice, your first sale. Drag that pouch of gold into your stash to claim it, and have a think about what you might want to buy. Oh, maybe some Christmas shortbread. Stash the gold. Oh, hello? What's it opening here? Who are you?
Hey, goblin.
Hello, boss man.
Oh, I told you before I don't like it when you call me boss. This is a partnership. This boss of yours is a lovely old sponge if you're after one.
Yeah?
That'll be 100 gold if my maths is right.
How much? I got to spend to earn. Let's go for it.
Here you go. You'll make better use of it than me.
Why did you go from Cockney to... why did you go from Cockney to Bristolian? Sam Gamgee. Okay, you gave me a sponge, did you? Why can't I click the... Thanks for the sponge. I'd like to leave now. Oh dear. Oh dear, we've run into an issue, have we? I can't click on there. Right, okay, let's try it again. Got it.
Don't forget, I'm taking the wagon on that trip for a couple of days to take care of the shop while I'm away.
I can't wait to use it. Have fun. Sponge. Day end. A sponge. You'll be able to clean trinkets up and sell them for even more gold. You've done everything you can for today. Goblins don't do crunch, so navigate to your personal space and click on the bed to wrap things up. There'll be plenty more to do tomorrow. To bed. Gentlemen, to bed. This goblin's about to tuck in and put on his favourite podcast, Down to Sleep, which is my podcast of bedtime stories where I read audiobooks to you to help you sleep. It's totally free and it's on YouTube and Spotify and everywhere you get podcasts. That's Down to Sleep. I'll just tuck you in and read you a little bedtime story whenever you want. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Don't worry, the goblin voice doesn't feature on the podcast. Yet.
Ah, well, I never. A new shop.
Wait, you're not the boss? Oh, no, you... Okay, I get it.
Oh, well, I never. A new shop that I've never visited ever before. What fun. Hello, strange goblin who I've never met.
Hello, customer I've never met.
Yeah. Well, now, I'm looking for a grandma's egg. Is that something you might have perchance?
See what I can do. A cleaned grandma's egg. Grandma's egg sounds like some sort of Netflix Christmas movie.
This winter, true family joy hatches. Grandma's egg.
Dad, Grandma's gone, but she left an egg. Oh, well, that's mighty strange. Honey, your mother left an egg. You uncovered a horn. Place a dirty trinket on the mat with the sponge equipped. Click on the trinket and begin cleaning. We're back in that ASMR game now. I'll be able to have to scrub. Okay. We don't want any filth here because it's Christmas. It's a time for cheer. Get rid of all the dirt. Nice and clean. Sponge is looking a bit ropey. Pop that down. Put that in my stash. And have a sip of my cup of tea, because I've actually got a cup of tea with me whilst I'm recording this. A bit of Earl Grey, darling. I ran out of normal English tea, so I'm having an Earl Grey. I do wish this had some really, like, some nice lo-fi or something, though. Christmas music could be a touch right now. I'd put something on if I was streaming this, but I don't want to have to, like, mute the video, you know? Chipping away, Get on the get down. What was that? What is it? We have to do it from a certain angle. Okay. You uncovered Grandma's egg. Wow. It's filthy. Time to scrub Grandma's egg clean. What is a Grandma's egg? The anticipation of finding out what this thing is, you know? How's your December been? Let me know in a comment how you're getting on. I hope you're feeling good. I hope you're feeling Christmassy. You know, I know it's also a hard time of the year for a lot of people. Emotionally and such, you know. You're not alone. I hope you're doing okay. And just remember that this too shall pass, however you're feeling. Whether you're feeling great, whether you're feeling bad, this too shall pass. So either enjoy those moments or just let them be. You know, take a deep breath, just keep breathing and get your head down and press on. You're okay. Promise. You're not alone. I have terrible luck at Christmas myself. It's a time of year I really enjoy, but I always have terrible luck with it. But it is what it is. We try and make the most of it. Continue. Grandma's egg, all cleaned up. Well, this is what you were after, apparently. Oh, I can't look at it once I've done scrubbing it, but let's go back to the shop counter.
I'm after a cleaned Grandma's egg. Oh yeah, one just like that. Perfect. I'm sure I'll see you again soon.
Money, money, money. I was saving up so I can send gold and presents back to my family for Christmas. Let's open another bag. It's hard out here for a goblin. It's a hard time of year to be a goblin. Working in my shop as a goblin. I want you to know you're not alone. It's a goblin musical. Sorry. Okay.
Open him up.
A magnifying glass. Yeah. Burn some ants. No, don't do that. Oh, I meant look at some science stuff. Like a good goblin. Don't tell Santa. I won't, but don't burn any ants with it. That's not very nice. Now clean it up with a sponge. Okay, Dad. Why were like magnifying glasses so prevalent as a child? You know, and when have you ever used one? Since you were 9. Like, they don't exist in the world of adult life or child life, even just when you're like a child, a kid, like pre 10 years old, right? When was the last time you used a magnifying glass? And if someone did use a magnifying glass, I would love to know. Please comment. Like, maybe you were painting a miniature or something. I don't know if those like lights count, you know, the ones that have the magnifying thing on, because they're pretty cool. If you're using one of those, like, you're actually pretty cool. If you're painting miniatures and pulling a big magnifying light over it, like, you're dope. That's an awesome hobby. Well done. But actually, like, there with a magnifying glass, like, you're freaking, I don't know, Poirot or whoever. Who uses a magnifying glass as a detective? Who am I thinking of? It's not Sherlock Holmes, is it? Alright, let's see who's at the door. No one. Alright. Wow, business is slow today. I'm gonna stab the voodoo doll. Don't do that. Who's that of? You. What? I said poo. You don't know them. Oh, it's bedtime. Oh, such a cute little bed as well, and a little Christmas tree. I love that they updated this. And I'm glad that I waited to play it until they did, because this is adorable. Christmas goblin, dude. Day start. Let me just do my morning affirmations before I get out of bed and go to work, okay? I'm grateful for being here. I'm grateful to be me. I'm grateful to be a little goblin
working in a cozy shopper. I cannot wait to do today.
And are you grateful for me? Why would I be grateful for you? Because I'm your father. I literally saved you and raised you.
Okay, I'll add it to my affirmation tomorrow.
Open up. What's inside? A little treat. Beedoo boop boop. Do you ever feel like a goblin working in a shop, tinkering? A bedpan, right. Okay, that's lovely. I suppose we could clean that up, couldn't we? Might look much nicer after it's cleaned up, but you'd want to use some really hot water on that. Really clean it of all of its germs. Da-da-da-da-do. Diddle-diddle-do. May all your dreams come true for Christmas. Put it in the thing. Hello, hello.
What a quaint-looking shop.
I have to say so.
I need a horn for drinking. My old one got a bit too close to the furnace.
I'll have a rummage. One horn. There you go.
Great. I'll make sure to visit again when I'm in town.
Bye-bye. Haha, sucker. I found that thing in the trash. Oh, they're getting bigger. What's it gonna be? I wish it wasn't so loud. I have to like turn it down when we get to this. Crunching in your ear, but not in an ASMR way. Goblin ASMR channel coming soon. Let me whisper in your ear. Bum, 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 bum. What would you love to find in your stocking this year? Drop a comment. Let me know. I want to know what your dream gift is. What would you want? Do you want a goblin mask? Because I apparently have one of those. Yeah. Like, oh, that's right. You said you liked goblins. I got you a goblin mask. I mean, to be fair, if someone bought me a goblin mask, I'd probably be like, alright, that's pretty chill. That's actually cool. My family are doing Secret Santa. So just everyone gets one person and then there's like a small budget. And you just buy for that one person. Which is nice. You know, it's a nice idea. We've done it in previous years and it's okay. But everyone just kind of puts like together a little list of ideas because it's like, and it's just kind of like, oh, I like, you know, socks and a book and a da-da-da-da-da-da. But I like, for me, I do kind of love the magic of Christmas of getting stuff for people. Love buying stuff for people, and when it's like you think of it. And also, like, when someone gives you something, not that I'm saying I like Christmas to receive, I often don't get a lot, and that's fine. But when someone does get you something, and they say, and it's something you weren't expecting, like, that's very sweet, isn't it? When someone gets you something and you didn't give a list, that's when it means something. I don't like doing lists, because it just feels like I'm asking you to buy me something, and I feel like I'm imposing, and it's just kind of like, you know? Not for me. I like surprises. Even if it's literally... God, that's loud. Sorry, turn it right down. Even if it's literally, oh, here's like a mug, you know? That can be really nice. Like last year, I think it was, my little brother got me a mug that was like the coffee shop from Animal Crossing on it. And I was like, that's great. Like, you know that meant something to me, you know? And I still drink from it to this day. See you later. So, how do you do Christmas presents? Do you buy for everyone? Ba, 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 ba. A teapot. But I also appreciate some people are quite hard to buy for. And if you don't know people quite well, it can be really like, what do you get them, right? It's always that thing, we've talked about it before, where, you know, you always have that, if you mention that one thing you're into in the year, and then people just always get you that thing, right? It's like, this is the one thing we know about you, so here are some socks with that on, here's a book about it, here's a t-shirt with it on. And you're like, oh yeah, that one time I mentioned I like elephants, or whatever it is, your thing. Do you have a thing that people always get for you that they like know that you like? One of my favorite gifts, going back many years now, is the Ryan Gosling tea towel. I didn't realize that it was known so well, but it's pretty well known these days. But it was when it was first around, the Ryan Gosling tea towel, where he's like, it's all the different versions of him on the tea towel, and he's like, hey girl, I'll do your dishes or something on it. Because I was a bit obsessed. I'm still am a bit obsessed with Ryan Gosling. He's great. I've always liked him as an actor, and all of his old films especially. And it was before everyone else liked him, okay, and said I'm him and everything else that they do. It's me and the Ryan Gosling memes. I liked him before he was super cool, okay? I liked him when he was in little indie films. But, you know, welcome to the club, I guess. We're glad to have you. It's fine. Here's your Gosling badge. Oh. Bum ba dum bum bum. I am Knuff. No customers for a little bit. What do we have today? He's just a great actor, man. Lars and the Real Girl, if you haven't seen that, watch it. Half Nelson's very good as well. Lars and the Real Girl is probably my favourite film of his. I don't know. Why can't I? Oh, these are all... I have to find the angle to do one of those ones, right? Doesn't... Ah. There you go. Get in there. Get in there. Oh, yeah. I'm due a rewatch of that. Ba 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 ba. You uncovered a goblin lantern, and then he did obviously The Notebook, and then you know, then he was the world's really, and then everyone bloody knew, didn't they? What do you want? Hey, I'm my girl trying to decide what to have for dinner. What do you want? Just some old school memeage. A lantern. Is there someone at my door? Oh, hello.
You look like a shop that asks no awkward questions.
Well, that depends.
I'm looking for a cleaned bedpan. No questions, please.
Okie okay.
This will make a perfect yarn holder.
Sure it will. Or am I hearing creaking like it's a horror game? A tree! I haven't been able to have a tree up since I've had cats. Many years. I miss having a Christmas tree. It's always the one thing that like unlocks the power of Christmas. A Christmas tree. Bloody hell, look at this. And I haven't had one for many times. A long time. They'll be back in greater numbers. Okay. Feels like this might be the quicker way to do it, because it like chips away everything else that's attached. Or not. Yeah. Pop, 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 pop. Ah, a handle pot. You discovered a handle pot from ancient Rome. Scrub it up, scrub it up. Also, I just watched Klaus for the first time last night, and the tears that I cried. Why did no one warn me? That film is so good, and it is so feel good, and it's so full of feels. And it hit me so hard in so many places. Wonderful. It's on Netflix. You should definitely watch it. And I like posted it to my story whilst I was watching it, just saying, oh, I'm watching this for the first time and this scene's like really nice, and it's like I'm already crying over this. And like a couple of comments there and on TikTok were saying like, oh, you know, it gets worse. I didn't see them till afterwards because I didn't want anyone to spoil it, so I posted that and then went back to watching. And so I saw that afterwards that people were like, oh, like it gets like, prepare yourself. And I was like, I was not prepared. Like I cried so much. I cry at anything though. Totally soft when it comes to like watching things. Reading books, like I read for my podcast, and like the amount of times reading a book, like I'll choke up. I just get really, really immersed in media, whether it's a game, whether it's a movie, TV show, or just reading aloud. I get so immersed. So anything emotional, like genuinely, I just crack up. I don't know. I'm just broken, man. I don't know what to tell you. I want to get back into doing some of the sad games. I have like a whole bunch of really sad games on the channel in my quest to find the saddest games ever. But I haven't done any for a while. And there are some on my list that I know are going to like absolutely ruin me. So I'm going to do those soon. Have a good old cry, man. The funny thing is like a lot of the times that I do get emotional on streams or playing a game, because I'm also very professional, I'm quite good at holding it back and kind of like getting on with it. And so I'll sound like I got a bit of a voice crack, but like tears can be rolling down my face. But if I am doing something just for me and it's not for a video or something, I'm like bawling. It's just like sob. I don't like make noise though. It's just tears, 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 you know? Why are we talking about crying so much during a noise? I'm sorry. It's a cozy game for cozy goblins. And sometimes cozy goblins have a cry. And that's okay, guys. It's like whenever I do polls sometimes about like, I've done them before, how often do you cry? And you know when people are like, oh, I haven't cried for years. Like, oh, I haven't cried in 5 years, 6 years. I haven't cried this year. I never cry. And like, I do understand it, because I can understand how we can get into those places and those spaces, right? And those emotional walls being up. But also, I feel like, I'm no expert, but I feel like find a way to let it out, because it's so good for you. It can be so good for you. And I feel like you can't really process, unless you do. Like, so really, if you're one of those people, like, try it, get in touch with it. It's, you know, listen to some music, like, really do try and get in touch with that. And open those floodgates every once in a while, because you're either very young, because definitely the older you get, the softer you get, and the more stuff is just like an emotional process or a trigger for you, and that's fair enough. Like, that's me. Like, it's not a joke when people say you start crying over adverts that are moving and stuff the older you get. Like, when you are younger, like, you don't care, you don't cry as much. So that's part of it. But if you're not, like, do try, you know, it's good for you. It's okay to cry, guys, it's fine. Feel your emotions, you know, process them, let them pass through you. It's all good. It's part of the experience, man, the ups and the downs of it all. The highs and the lows, the feelings. Gots to. And also, what was the last thing that made you cry? Like, in a way that was like a media thing, not obviously something terrible and tragic that happened in your life, you know? I'm sorry that it did, but something comment-worthy in terms of, I watched this movie and I cried all night. Or someone did something really nice for you. Because there are happy tears to be had too. So I also think if you're shutting yourself off to any tears, you're missing out on like happy tears. Like I'll take a walk sometimes and I'll be feeding the ducks and I'll have like some nice cinematic music on and that'll like I'll tear up. I'll people just watching this like, I think you need help, Morph. But like I'll embrace that. I will feel that. I will be like, there's a baby duck with its parents following them around. I'm feeling that emotion, you know? I'm connected, man. I'm plugged in. Maybe a little too much sometimes. Alright, I do admit that. That's fine. But, do it with me, you know? Come on. Which is all to say, if you need a good cry, some sad games will be coming your way probably in the new year. I don't know if I want to do them around Christmas time, but, we'll see. We get in touch with our emotions around here, cozy and otherwise. And it's all good, baby. Frogman. Got any flies? No. Well, in that case, how about a mask for the festival? Is that something you can do? I believe I can. A cleaned mask. Here you go. Oh, this goblin mask's so fun. I'll definitely be back. No, that's the end. Oh, it's like the end of the therapy session cut early. I was just getting into rambling away at you. You'll have to go to my next video to continue. Well, that's the end of the demo, but we were just getting started. I'll put some other videos on the screen if you want to go on another adventure with me, because that would be lovely. I feel like we were just getting going. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me, my little trash goblin. Until next time, good night. And have a wonderful Christmas. Bye.